to make the world a better place, you have to actually care about other people, like just that are not just I mean, not just your family or something. Somebody that is super vulnerable and has nobody. Like just care about other people, be considerate, and show some compassion. And I think that could really like go a long way. Just something like that. This is just from the I'm just speaking on top of my mind right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I just think that if someone could reach out just a little bit, help somebody with a car at the side of the road, as simple as pulling over when somebody has an accident and making sure they're okay, and tell them like I saw it happen, whatever, something just as easy as that.
I think people have it in them, but it's like modern life is I liken it to like a juggernaut that just never keeps moving. I mean, my thing is just stop and think occasionally, and reflect. But people's lives tend to be like, so this relentless pursuit towards who knows what, I noticed we haven't talked about the Beatles yet, and this is, my interview series, so I do get to slightly sway it in my own direction. But talk about the Beatles. One of your favourites. Who's your favourite Beatle, and why?
My favorite Beatle is George, because I think he only writes like 1 or 2 songs per album, and I think that those songs are very special. I always look forward to hearing the George Harrison songs.
Yeah.
I think his guitar work is so precise. Like every note is like fits. It's not too much. It's not too little, and it's just right. I think he's also the most modest one, and he's great. He's a great musician. He's a person. That's why he's my favorite. But I love them all. They're all great. Even Ringo. But
even Ringo.
Even Ringo.
Poor old Ringo.
He gets so much crap already.
George Harrison's solos on the early ones, they're hummable solos.
Yeah.
Whereas someone like Eric Clapton's obviously a virtuoso, but I don't know. Other than the riff to Layla, I can't think of any of his solos that I could hum. If you take like the solo of "Can't Buy Me Love" or something like that, it's kind of almost like a song of its own, almost.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else you want to say about that? John Lennon,
he's just hilarious, and he's great because I think he was a great guy. Especially like with him, like promoting peace in the second half of his career. He really was a promoter of peace and really wanted to make a difference in the world regarding peace and war and all that kind of stuff. So I think and on top of that, he's a great sense of humor. He's a great sense of humor. He's a great songwriter, and I admire him. And Paul McCartney, he just has a beautiful voice. He's a really great bass player. So technical while he sings, he's playing bass like these really high parts singing, and then he's like playing these super complicated bass parts, and they're just genius. And Ringo, I think the Beatles would be like completely different without Ringo. There'd be there'd be drum solos everywhere, and everything would seem a little bit out of place. So they've made an amazing choice with Ringo, and he's a great drummer. If you hear the end of the end, he has a really great.
It's kind of a basic solo, but it's very memorable.
Yeah, like come together with like a different drum part would be so bad. Just everything is just perfect. It's like George Harrison, like in a sense. Yeah.
Because of course he was a left-handed drummer playing a right-handed kit.
Yeah.
So everything was a bit lopsided. It's kind of interesting. It's a kind of a loping style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say? This is your platform.
I have a lot to say, but I just don't know what to say. I just want to make sure everybody is having a great time today. It's a beautiful Saturday, rainy day, and peace and love.
With the new format, we're going to have 2 songs. So I'll put the recording of "Don't Want to Be Apart" afterwards, but you're going to play one live for us. So can you just introduce that, and then we'll listen to that.
All right. So the song I'm going to play right now is called "Spend the Day," and I just wrote that song. I just completed the song this summer. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you again. It was a pleasure being here.
came out of nowhere, and when the sun came out, I would have never thought you would have stuck around, yeah. The soul came out of nowhere, yeah. In the beginning, I was your creep, my creeper self in the beginning would have loved this, yeah. And why did you ask me if you knew I was leaving the next day? And if I let you run past me, I'd be stuck here, moving along in the same old place, in the same old place. Said you wanted to spend the day, 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 said you wanted to spend the day. Smiled, said I wanted to do the same. Said you wanted to spend the day, said you wanted to spend the day. The soul came out of nowhere, and when the sun came out, I would have never thought I would have stuck around. Never thought I'd wake next to you, and I never thought I could be so gentle. Why did you ask me if you knew I was leaving the next day? And if I let you run past me, I'd be stuck here, moving along in the same old place, in the same old place. Said you wanted to spend the day, 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 said you wanted to spend the day. Smiled, said I wanted to do the same. Said you wanted to spend the day, said you wanted to spend the day. And I still don't know exactly how I ought to feel. Oh, and I would have never thought not to see you in another life, but I gave you would be so soon and never face you on other moon. Oh, oh. Said you wanted to spend the day, 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 said you wanted to spend the day. Smiled, said I wanted to do the same. Said you wanted to spend the day, and I was unprepared by your gorgeous stare and the way the sun glared in your eyes, electrified. Tiny gems of sapphire surrounded by your fiery air. Oh, 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 yeah. The soul came out of nowhere, and when the sun came out, I would have never thought I would have stuck around. Yeah. Oh, oh, let's spend the day. Said you wanted to spend the day. Said you wanted to spend the day. You wanted to spend, said you wanted to spend the day, said you wanted to spend the day.